Well, what's up, everyone? I wasn't planning on going live today. This is a very, how do you call it? A random live stream. But I was working on some stuff and I thought, yeah, I might as well work on them in public. Whoever joins, you're welcome. But I'm not really planning on doing a lot of explanation and stuff. I'm just going to be working casually on my small side project. It's been a while, and really it's about time that we get this tool finally fixed and published. This tool has been written a while ago, and it's been written in Go. Sorry, it's been written in Bash, and I'm working with a colleague of mine on rewriting it in Go. Hey Ali, thank you very much for joining. How are you doing, man? It's been a while. I'm not sure if you can hear the music. I don't think you can. Only I can probably hear it. Some people complained about music, but yeah, anyways. So, what are we doing here? I'm working on something actually very specific to GitHub. So, not a lot of people might get what really is happening here because it's so very specific to this particular use case. But on GitHub, people can generally create what we call GitHub apps. And using these GitHub apps, they can do a lot of, they can call the APIs and do all sorts of stuff. So honestly, I have open sourced a tool that allows the management of these apps and creation of tokens and things like that. So I just want to get it done and make some progress on it. That's the whole purpose. I'm not really gonna explain much about what's going on, so this is just a chill live stream. Whoever wants to join and see what's happening, you're more than welcome to do so. I hope you're all having a great weekend. And that's just about it. All right, cool. We're not gonna give any access. Maybe read access only, and okay, glich.stream test app should do it. That's great to hear. Thank you, Ali. I'm very happy that you're doing great, and I'm very happy to hear about your progress. And I hope we get the chance to meet or chat soon. I'm always looking forward to hearing your updates, which are always quite awesome. And I'm always fascinated how far you folks have come, to be honest. Like, I've seen people who have moved to the Netherlands. One person is also working at GitHub, literally. I've seen people who have immigrated all over the globe, and I'm very happy about everything you folks are doing. Hi, Ahmad. Thank you very much for joining the stream. And for the folks who don't know, I was talking to one of my former students at SE Factory. This is the bootcamp. Well, it's not really a bootcamp. It's more of a career accelerator thing that I started back in Lebanon with Fadi and Zena. We worked with a lot of awesome students on just accelerating their early start and help them fulfill their potential as much as possible. All right, cool. So permissions, nothing to do here. Install, we're just gonna install this app. I'm just doing it for testing purposes. We're gonna give it a limited scope, and this should do it. What I need to do now is also create a private key, which will allow me to use this for testing purposes. This is the key. And I want to use this key for testing. So let's move this here. Downloads. Oops. What is it called again? Glitch. Yeah. Private key. Keys. Test. Key.pem. All right. Text might be too small. Let me know if it's not something you're able to see. Yeah, this should do it. All right, so what do I want to do? If I want to inspect the size of the file, let's see. Which one did I move? Okay. Keys, test key.pem. Let's take that one away. You shouldn't upload your keys to your repositories, but what I've done already is I've ignored this folder, so there's no risk of me committing this key over here, which is fine. And even if I do, well, I can revoke it easily just because this is test app. All right, cool. So now we have a key. All right, I was testing a scenario. Let's build one more time. What was the app ID? We need an app identifier, which is this one. Let me do something also. Nope, not this one. Clear. Just so that I don't expose anything by mistake. Going live stream sometimes is a bit nerve-wracking, especially when working on a machine that I usually use for other purposes as well. So it's always good to take safety measures. All right, where were we? Make build, gh token. All right, I don't want to use this one. pwd.keys and test key .pem. This should do it. Awesome. Yep, the app works. But what I wanted to do is choose to test an edge case scenario, at least to clean up a simple scenario here. I'm going to uninstall the app because I was working on the scenario where if I run this command and I have no installations, null here is not acceptable. What I would like to return is actually an empty JSON array. And what I was working on before starting this live stream is to set up the debugger. So let's have a look at my launch.json. Oh, not this one. I'm not sure why it opened that other one. Test key, let's fix this, and let's fix this one here. And if I remember correctly, my debugger was complaining because Go is not installed for my right architecture. Lovely. Okay, let's see how we can fix this. So I'm gonna uninstall Go because I recently upgraded to the M2 and I moved my stuff without really I upgraded to M2, which I migrated my files, and obviously because it's a new architecture, I had the 2019 Intel, so everything needs to be changed. Let's see now if it works. Go and Golang. What was it again? Go CI. Let's see if this works or this helps. I'm not sure. Cool. What's going on? Still downloaded the AMD version. Why? I'm not sure. Okay, it should work. Should work on Apple Silicon. Wait. Oh, it should work. Hey, Nicola. Thanks for joining. Ba-bum. Well, I can always download it from here. But this should work. I'm not sure why not. Ugh, yeah, okay, I know. We know that already. Jeez. These are old issues. Anyway, let's install Go from this package. Obviously, if you use Linux or something similar, these are not issues. All right, move to bin. Okay, let's see. Do we have it? Okay, so it's set up here, but here not yet. Let me try a new session. There we go. Oh, I hate this terminal. Close, kill, die. Okay. So Go version, now we are on ARM64. I think the rest should be fine. Let me try very quickly. Maybe now we can start the debugger. Ah, good point, Ali. Maybe I need to disable Rosetta. Cool. Yeah, I'll look into that later. Let's see now. Ah, jeez. Come on. How is this not in my path? Yeah, it should be. Okay. Let's do the nuclear option. And we're running. Ugh, come on. What is it now? All right, process blah blah blah. Debug bin. Yeah, this should work. I love Mac. Like, if you wanna disable something or whatever that they don't want you, like, yeah, just delete these files. It's fucking hell. It's damn crazy. I don't wanna uninstall it. I just wanna disable it. Jeez. Oh man, this is awful. Ugh. Okay, you know what? No debugging. I don't care. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Just gonna have to build a lot. I'll fix this later. Whatever. Don't want to spend the whole night on this shit. Okay, so where we are. Where are we? Main installations, and then it is calls installations, and then fetching the parameters, and then checking these, because I didn't write this one, my colleague wrote it, so I'm just going through the motions and try to fix a couple of small bugs before we push this and make this the official version of this tool. All right, so list installations, and then this is the list of installations, then Marshall indent. It applies indentation on the output. Okay, fine. This is just formatting. List installations returns what? It returns a slice of GitHub installations. Ooh. This is the Google GitHub app package, I think. Or Google GitHub package. Yeah, that's it. Go GitHub. They created a nice types that match our API responses, which is cool. Okay, fine. What's going on here? So what does this return? It returns a slice of bytes. We should be able to check the length here. So that's what I meant by the old stupid way. Okay. Where's this null coming from? 4 bytes. ASCII to text and the other way around. 110 is N. Yep, so this stands for null. By disabling, you meant you should use brew for silicon. There are different versions. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's the thing. I really don't want to deal with homebrew right now, like uninstalling it, upgrading it, updating it, and whatever. You're right. I thought like if there was maybe a quick way to just signal to the system that there's no Rosetta, but anyways, it's okay. We don't need it much right now. We can work without it. Okay, so let me check first of all what is returned here in installations. Len installation. Oh. No. This is a pointer to the slice. Yeah, probably this is it. And if we actually have installations, I know I can mock all of this shit, but I don't want to deal with that now. I don't want to create unit tests. Sorry. Just because this app has already been sort of created without tests. And yeah, that's not the way to go. I don't like it either, but let's work with what we have for now. I don't want to spend my whole weekend. I just want to get it done for now. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So this will tell us if we have installations or not. So instead of checking the bytes, we might as well check the length of installations. So if this is less than 1, then what we need to return is, and yeah, it's just again yucky stuff, but we're gonna return an empty array. Yes, yes, don't judge, don't judge. Okay, so in this case we return the whole thing, and in the case where we don't have any installations, empty array. Fantastic, this is good. Let's just push this change very quickly. So first of all, we removed the funding. All right, add makefile, remove funding, add updated banner, whatever. Do I want this? Nah, let's skip it for now. Return empty array if there are no installations. And yeah, let's push these changes. Cool. Next, what I want to fix is, let me test some other scenario where I can generate a token. So first of all, Let's make sure we have an app installed. I know it's not really very exciting stuff, but a lot of the open source work isn't actually. It's a lot of maintenance work and just getting shit to work and, you know, just giving away stuff, and then people start giving away stuff so that people can complain about them. That's pretty much it. All right, cool. So let's see. First of all, I'm working in a test organization, so obviously some secrets will leak here. So if someone wants to hack the shit out of my organization, let's make sure first of all that they don't have access to anything important. Yeah, maybe this is fine. This is already public stuff. Cool. So now we are a bit more secure, even though this type of things should not be developed on a live stream, but whatever. Okay, so JH token generate, test key, blah blah blah. All right, JWT expiry. Oh, this is a must. Now this should be this field or this parameter should be optional, to be honest. Let's fix it. So generate base 64, JWT expiry is less than 1. No, this should okay, if it's less than 1 and higher than 10, now we want to throw an error, but we also want a default if it's not provided. So I don't like this test. Okay, let's add a condition here. What is JWT expiry anyway? Ugh, god damn it. Oh, this won't work. It's an integer. But so the problem here is that if JWT expiry is not provided, I want to default it to 10. However, because it's an integer and it's the only way we can check the boundaries of that value. And if it's outside of these boundaries, I don't want to set it to 10. I want to error. Actually, why do we need to error? Let's just set it to default. Yeah. If it's anything other than an integer, then we fail it. So we can just spit out yeah, I don't want to return an error. But we need to spit out a warning here. So let's do that. Yeah, like this. Thank you, Copilot. Excellent. Yeah, this should be noisy enough so that people can but yeah, it's noisy and it's gonna disrupt the code. Maybe you shouldn't output it. I think defaulting to 10 might make more sense. Okay, so yeah, this is what usually should happen. It should get this response with the token and an expiry date, as well as the list of permissions allowed for that particular token. So this is working fine. Let me try something else. Dash G minus 10. Does it work? Okay, cool. Incorrect usage. 1 billion. What happens? Wait, what is this dash J? Where are the shortcodes defined? Oh, this prints the JWT. Okay. Okay, installation generate flags. There they are. So where's J? Returns the JWT instead of generating the installation token. Okay, fine. So what is the one for setting the duration? Dash D. Okay, so what happens now? Okay, it generates the token. Cool. Fine. Let's push this small change. All right. So I like to push small changes. Don't ask me why. It's just my OCD. All right, cool. Then checking some errors, checking the key, reading the key, reading the base 64 if it's provided otherwise, because you can provide the private key in two ways, either as a file or a base 64 encoded key. I recommend the file, obviously. Print JWT, fine. Generate token, yeah, that's fine. All right, let's test the other command, which is to revoke the token. So now we have a working token. What we want to do is to try to revoke it. And what are the flags here? So, all right, let's try it. Do I need to provide the app ID and stuff? No. So maybe it needs revoke dash token. Yes, it worked fine. All right, let's test the edge scenario. Let's test another one. Great, and let's test an invalid token. Excellent. Unexpected. I hate these messages, like unexpected status code 401. Well, what the hell does that even mean? Sorry, that's not what I intended to do. Token invalid or not properly formatted. See, much better. Like right now, even if we can do it even better, like by just specifying better codes, like handling the different status codes. But yeah, for now this should be okay. So it says failed and token might be invalid. Actually, this better might be invalid or not properly formatted. Let's try this now. Yeah, much better. All right, unable to delete. Does it have to be capitalized? Unable to delete and unable to create request. When would this case happen? If the library fails to do a request. Nice. Sorry, I was just reading your comment, Ali, right now. Yeah, it seems we are aligned on what should happen. That's great. Yeah, and I think this is it. This is just ready. Fix error. Fix malformatted token response. And now we need to do the annoying and boring work, which is to fix the documentation. Amazing. Let's see. Create an installation token for GitHub app from your terminal. Okay, so manage, because it's not just about creation, installation access tokens for GitHub apps from your terminal. Now, okay, let me remove this. We don't need it. And let's open the preview. Oh, come on, not Markdown preview, brother. Markdown preview. Sometimes VS Code just wants to fight you. It's like it's picking up a fight. All right, so the size honestly doesn't matter anymore. License ISC, platform Mac OS Linux, no, because we support all. So let me remove this one. Okay, shut up. Create an installation access token that enables GitHub app to make authenticated API requests for the app's installation. What the heck is that sentence? Create an installation access token to make authenticated API requests on an organization using an organization. Alas, without this, what is this bullshit? Installation tokens expire 1 hour from the time you create them. Using expired token produces a status code of 401 and requires creating a new installation token. You can use this access token to make pretty much any REST or graphic API call the app is authorized to make. Excellent. Now we need to fix the demo. Bats are dangerous. Yes, that's correct. Bats are dangerous. With an access token generated with the GitHub app, you don't have to worry about the concerns above. These tokens have a limited scope and lifetime. Just make sure you handle the token safely, avoid leaking, just like I did right now. And in the worst case scenario, the token will expire 1 hour from your creation time. Awesome. Let me change the music. Sorry. It's getting a little bit boring. Oops. Oh, come on. Sorry, folks. Sometimes I'm a noob. What was it again? Git lens, disable, toggle file blame. Okay. I love git lens, I love file blame in the middle of the stuff, but sometimes you just hit the wrong one, and sometimes these hover thingies, like this one, are so damn annoying. All right, so download GH token from the latest release for your platform. Yeah, that's an option. Or install it as a GH CLI extension. Yep, that's another option. All the commands and parameters remain the same. All right, usage. Now let's fix this because it's not accurate anymore. Let's copy this as is. Boom. Compatible with the GitHub Enterprise Server. Example, GH token, generate app ID. Yep, installation ID. That's correct. And you should get something like this. Excellent. Then GH token with a base 64 key. Awesome. This looks fine. With GitHub Enterprise Server. Brilliant. Fetch the list of installations. Excellent. Similar projects, there are plenty. Using it in a workflow. Where is this? Ah, yeah. You need to create a secret and store it, and then you can use this in the workflow. Yeah, this looks correct. But why is it using GH like this? No, this is not correct. Actually, this should be fixed. Yeah, now it's correct because GHCLI is installed globally and it's not just available in the same directory. These are not endorsements, and yeah, that's correct. Let's push this. Yeah, Ali, I'm the music is in my ears only because some people were not fans of music, but if you if you want some music, I can definitely put on something. I don't mind. Just let me know in the chat. Also, music is very annoying with live streams because you could easily break what do you call them? Not licensing, but not allowed to stream all types of music. You could get strikes and all of that stuff, and finding license-free music is just a bit of a hassle, so I personally avoid it. All right, everything looks neat. Let's see. There is also one thing I want to fix with the repository. Let's push these changes first. Did we push them? No, we didn't. Let's push. All right, let's go to the repository itself. GitHub.com, link, GH token. And I thought I gave myself admin access here. So annoying. Sorry, give me a second. I need to do this in another browser. Yeah. Okay, calm down, GitHub. Yeah, lo-fi does, but honestly, I'm bored of it. Like, I've heard it so much that I'm just tired of it. But yeah, I let me. There's also another channel which is much nicer. Give me a second. Let me fix this, and I will put on some music. Oh man, that's so annoying. I cannot do it. I cannot give myself admin access here. Okay, fine. We will fix this. We'll fix it differently. Sorry, give me 1 second. So what I'm trying to fix is the banner for this project, which is this. I'm putting it here. So I want to generate a new one, and fix it. So what did we do? Make build, generate. Okay. So this is what we want. Let's use it. One of my really useful tools is called ray.so, which is pretty cool. And you can use it to generate some of these awesome screenshots. Like this. All right, so first of all, key path to private key.pem, and then app ID, one, 2, 2, 3, 3, and then what was it again? Duration 5. And then maybe we can pipe it to, no, never mind. Yeah, this should look good. It's funny. This tool thinks we're writing Elm. Come on, there was a nice color. Ugh, now it doesn't discover anything, any of the coloring. Sorry. Maybe this. Okay, fine. I can accept this. I can tolerate it. Too much padding, huh? Okay, let's narrow it. Remove the background. Export. Brilliant. Now let's update it. Okay. Going back here. Sorry, I'm just checking the comment. Shouldn't I diff before committing my changes? Yeah, I know I'm the only one working on this right now. It's not a big deal. Okay, so update the README. Yep, end-to-end tests. I should push an announcement. Fine. Yep, all of these look good. I'm not diffing because there's a PR already, so I'm not pushing to the main, I'm pushing to the pull request branch. So all of these are gonna be reviewed again before we merge these changes. So it's all good. It's all good. Yes, seniors do, trust me, everybody does. Everybody does. Seniors, actually, it's more important for them to follow the rules more than anyone else, to be honest. Because in many ways, everybody looks up to them and they have to be a model. Otherwise, the whole system falls apart. And there's really no point in doing it if the seniors make exceptions for themselves, and because it means that it's not being done because it's important or because it protects the work. It means that it's just being done for bad control purposes, and that doing this is not actually helpful for everybody, while in the reality it's important for everybody to follow these. Even seniors actually make more mistakes than juniors, because they also take a lot of things for granted, and they sometimes are a bit less careful actually. So if it was my organization, I would enforce these things on seniors before it's enforced on juniors. All right, cool. Let me check the music stuff. Hold on. I had a nice synthwave track that I was using. Where is it? Where did it go? Did I delete it? I hope not. Ah, yes, there it is. Let's bring this Streamlabs. This is what I see when I'm streaming. This is what you folks, you don't see. But this is how I control my stream. And I'm loving the chat today, by the way. It's like super awesome. Lots of nice engagements. Maybe I should stream more often on the weekend. All right, so background music. What is it? Synthwave. Yep. Let's already configure it. Why is it not playing? There we go. I don't hear it though. Hold on. Can you hear it? What's going on? I cannot hear the music. Background music, where are you? It's obviously playing. Can someone confirm if there's music or not? Okay, lower. Is this good enough? Do I lower it even more? But damn, I cannot hear it myself though. Hold on. Oh, come on, that's so annoying. It's not fair. Yeah, but now you can hear the music and I can't. That's not good. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Yep, I know there's a bit of a lag. That's okay. I can wait for you. No worries. Usually I was able to hear it. I'm not sure what's going on today. Well, it is what it is. Let's move on to the important stuff. Hello friends. Thank you very much everyone for joining. Alright, awesome. So, Tried my hardest to match the format. This tool is awesome. Okay, great. Done. Let's see, what do we have else before we can just merge this PR? CodeQL is passed, linting has passed, everything else is fine. All I need to do now is just approve it. This file is deleted, great. But before we approve it, I cannot really do it today, just for one reason. First of all, this is gonna be a breaking change for a lot of people. So that's one of the other things also with open source projects, right? You cannot just wake up one day and say, oh, whoop, we changed everything. That's not how it works. So before we do that, we are gonna create an announcement. Can I provide a link for the tool? Yes, sure. It's just go to github.com, type in link-gh-token. That's it. That's how you get it. Large. There was a large text thingy with Alfred, right? I mean, I don't know. So anyway, this is the tool. Like, this is the link. I can type it in the chat, actually. Hold on. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, I'm gonna keep the chat open on the side. Cool. So, migrating from bash to go. All right, rewriting this tool in Go has been something I've wanted to do for quite some time now. When did I write the issue? Full rewrite in Go. I opened this on August 16, 2022. And now we are, what year? 2023, September, September 23rd. So 1 year later, we finally get to it. Because obviously it's a headache for a lot of people to use Bash. A lot of people want this. So yeah. Rewriting this tool in Go has been in the backlog for 1 year and 1 month now. Actually, let's put it another way. In GitHub, you can actually use this, so you can reference. Hello, Blood Warfare. Is that how you pronounce your username? I'm doing great. How are you doing? All right. So 1 year and 1 month now. It's time to move to something more reliable, actually, than Bash. More reliable and universal than Bash. Thanks to Logan or Brett, sorry. We have a working rewrite that's ready to be published, which is the PR number 24. This announcement is a notification that we'll be merging this PR on, let's say, October 15th, 2023. What is October 15th? October 15th is gonna be a Sunday. Oh no, I cannot do it on 15th. October 14th, actually. Let's do it then. Because on October 15th, I'm gonna be supporting my girlfriend on her marathon. Once we do, we will be publishing the Go binaries, the tool binaries supporting all platforms. The installation, all the documentation has been updated, and we made sure to maintain parameter backward compatibility. Yeah. If you have comments or concerns, this is a great place to leave them. Thank you for your support and for using this small utility. All right, that's it. There's our announcement. Actually, I don't like this, that we're merging this PR, that we will be migrating to the Go version on October 14th. Awesome. Oops. Do I really want to put it from this account? No. Sorry guys, my bad. 1 second. That's not what I want to do. I want it from my other account. Give me a second. That's why it's annoying to be a GitHub employee, because I have to switch between accounts sometimes. All right, so announcement. Let's go back here. Let's paste this, and migrating from Bash to Go on October 14th, 2023. Start discussion. Okay, brilliant. Do we need any labels? Feature. Oh, by the way, hacktoberfest is starting. So it's a great opportunity for you folks to start contributing to open source. There are a lot of repositories, by the way, that are gonna be, that have labels good first issue. So a lot of repositories and big open source projects, they contribute or they participate in Hacktoberfest, and if you go to their issues or their readmes, they usually have labels like good first issue, where it signals that this is a great place for beginners to start, and it's a great opportunity for you folks to be involved. Cool. Can I explain? Okay, I have a few questions I like to answer here. So can I explain the open source workflow in short? Oh, yeah. I mean, it depends. Like this is a tool that I own, so the workflow is whatever I want it to be. And it really depends on the project. So just to give you a couple of examples, like for example, if you go to anything CNCF, Cloud Native, Cloud Native Foundation, they have very specific ways of working. So Cloud Native, for example, they own everything Kubernetes. They have plenty of other projects under it like these. Helm, Argo, Istio, plenty of DevOps tools, so on and so forth. So let's say you are interested in, you know, becoming an open source contributor. You use Kubernetes on a daily basis. You want to, you know, maybe participate in the project, try to work. So with these large projects and large foundations, the rules for contributing to open source are way different. And what really happens is that a lot of people think that they can just jump on a repository and go create a pull request and start making changes. But that's not really how it works. So if you want to contribute effectively to open source, the first thing you're going to do is, first of all, find something you're deeply interested in and highly passionate about, because the journey from nothing to contributor is going to take a while, depending on how popular the project is. And the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the contributing.md guide. Usually in this file, there's quite an explanation about the process that varies from one project to another. And there's an explanation for how you can become a contributor and how you can join the community and participate effectively. Because the last thing that maintainers of popular open source projects want to do is to filter out and triage a ton of issues and pull requests that are irrelevant to their own priorities. Okay, so open source workers often they donate a lot of their free time, just like what I'm doing today. And like the last thing I personally would want to do is to spend my entire weekend, you know, answering questions that have been answered before, or closing pull requests that are completely irrelevant to the tool, just because somebody wants to have, you know, their name in the contributors list of some project. So when it comes to open source, don't come to it from a very selfish you know, vantage point. Don't come to it with very selfish intentions. Being part of open source is just, you know, gaining experience, learning a lot of awesome things, working on stuff you're passionate about, engaging with a lot of awesome folks, learning from them. This is all great stuff. But if your intention is purely and only to just, you know, get some clout by saying, I contributed to this project, there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's your only intention, I would say revise it a little bit, because that might not be the best way to become active in an open source project. Anyway, so like you can see here, they have an explanation. So they have the Kubernetes code repository link and then the contributors guide. And in the contributors guide, obviously there's like plenty of documentation that you have to go through to understand how you can become a contributor to this project. So they explain to you like where to start, what are the prerequisites, how you can set up your project. Some foundations or big projects also require you to sign release forms, like this one, CLA, Contributor License Agreement, because they don't want you to contribute to something and then come back and claim that, oh, you own part of the project because you contributed a few lines of code to it, right? Also, a lot of people come and they try to be a bit more, I don't know, aggressive, or they violate some of the community values or codes of conduct. So these are also important. And then they give you guidelines for how to set up your development environment. It's the first hurdle to any open source project contribution is just to set up the project on your own machine and get it to work. This is very, very difficult. And I really love the projects that have good documentation on how you can get up and running as soon as possible without you know, doing it the hard way, pretty much. Yeah, so these are the developer resources for Kubernetes, for example. So they give you all of the details for how you can run the tests, how you can do conformance testing, logging conventions, which is awesome. Like, not all projects are this organized. This is like so way above and beyond organized, because obviously it's a gigantic project. And there's a foundation behind it. So there's funding, there's people who are dedicated to working on this. There's people who are, you know, doing a lot of awesome work just to make sure that this community is productive, actually. But yeah, definitely not all projects are like this. So this is your guide. This is how it goes. And then once you go through all of this documentation, you are set up, whatever, you can come to the repository itself, and then you can go to labels, and then you can filter by good first issue. See, like this one. And there's a few. So there's a few good first issues. And what you normally would do here is you would actually see one that where it also mentions help wanted, or it's still being triaged, and maybe the latest ones are better. So you would go here, you would really read what this issue is about, try to understand it, but don't start writing code right away. Try to figure out if there's a process for actually accepting this issue, for example. Some projects do, some projects don't necessarily assign it to people. So because many people will want to work on this, right? So if you declare that you are interested, for example, this person did, he asked for this to be assigned to him, and he got it. So right now it's assigned to this person who is gonna make an attempt to try to fix this. And generally what happens is that there are a few discussions, and if this person is successful, they can create a pull request and link it to this issue, and then it gets reviewed. Plenty of comments come and go, and it takes a while. Don't expect to make a contribution in a week, for example. Sometimes it takes months. I remember one time I had a contribution to a project. It took a couple of years before it was merged. So that's how it works in this realm. All right, so I have my announcement up. Maybe we pin it. Pin discussion to announcements. And I guess this is not really needed anymore. Let me just reference this. Not needed anymore, and then we reference the discussion, and then we close it with a comment. And then also maybe we do the same for this is still, I still want to implement this one. And the interactive parameter, also the refresh are also nice. And I was also working on potentially doing an integration with AWS KMS or Azure Key Vault, where once the token's generated, it's directly injected into the Key Vault. I think that would be really, really useful. But yeah, let me also close this one. Still, there's some work to do on this utility. All right. Rewrite. I'm gonna close this one. Closing SPR in favor of number 20. Sorry, my friend. So yeah, this person, Jake, I think, he did a lot of awesome work trying to do the rewrite, but at some point we just never really got it across the finish line. So unfortunately, we just have to drop this work right now and just go with the other implementation. Plus, also, I feel this is a bit of an overkill for what this utility does, to be honest. So we're just gonna skip this one. My thoughts on the GitHub account switcher Chrome extension. Okay. How do I put it in a way that I can actually say stuff about it? Let's just say that you might want to keep an eye on GitHub Universe this year. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep an eye on it because it's gonna be interesting. And also, yeah, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. I might be giving a talk at GitHub Universe this year. Maybe not. We'll see. It's still an open topic. All right, brilliant. I think I've done everything I wanted to do, honestly, which it was amazing. I did a live stream and I did the live stream and we did the work. And that was a pretty productive Saturday evening. I like it. I'm not sure if it was useful for any of you folks, but still, yeah. This is a tool that's, you know, more or less popular. Not sure. It's not that big of a deal, but yeah, it's still something people use. Give review on Bun. It's a new... It's a new JavaScript and TypeScript toolkit. I've seen all the drama about Bun, but like, what the hell? Like, this JavaScript world, I'm so done with it. Like, every day there's something new, which is fine. I love innovation. I love when people create awesome stuff, right? But yeah, do we really need this shit? Like, come on. How many variations of this do we need? Like, I mean, it's fine. I'm all for people creating cool stuff. Like, why not? Actually, let me see. I have no clue what this does, what this is, and why it was created, right? So, who is this done? Who is created by? Let's see. Bun is a fast, all-in-one toolkit for running, building, testing, and debugging JavaScript and TypeScript from a single file to a full-stack application. What does that mean? We love JavaScript, it's mature, blah blah blah. Since Node.js debuted 14 years ago, layers and layers of tooling accumulated. Sure, I agree. Why Bun exists? Bun's goal is simple. Eliminate slowness and complexity without throwing away everything that's great about JavaScript. Cool. So Bun is a drop-in replacement for Node.js. Cool. Fine. What happened to what is that other one called? The other one, Deno? Was it Deno? Okay, so this is a new runtime. Alright, so no npx .env. Oh, it reads env files by default. No more nodemon pm2 built-in watch mode. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, built-in WebSocket server. Yeah, this all looks great to me. I mean, why not? Transpiler, Bun can run all of these. Yeah, look, I mean, why not? This is looking good. Why not consolidate all of this cool stuff in one tool? The biggest question is, are they gonna keep up with this? Because what happens when any of these tools makes changes upstream? Are they gonna be able to keep up? And how do they actually bundle all of these tools together in one executable? That's what I want to figure out, and whether they're going to be able to keep up with the pace. Because here's a couple of things you need to be aware of about Bun. Like, if for example, .env comes in and makes a big change, right? How fast will it take Bun to incorporate that change? That is one of the big questions. If it's going to take a lot of time for them to keep up, then this toolkit might lose its value proposition, honestly. I see a few questions about open source. I'll answer them after this this Bun discussion. Alright, Bun is a jest compatible test runner. Fine. It's like, yeah, I mean, why not? I see the value proposition. I think the whole JavaScript ecosystem is too fragmented. Everything is pretty much very loosey-goosey distributed all over the place. And an attempt to consolidate these in one utility and one tool, why not? Why not? Looks good, actually. Yeah, I have to try it, honestly. But I told you what my concerns are. If we're bundling all of these together, let me check the repository, actually. If we're bundling all of these things together, how are they incorporating upstream changes? And look at the number of stars and forks. Wow, already quite popular. Who are the contributors? Let's see. Jared Sumner. Wow, Jared, do you go out? Do you do anything besides writing code, Jared? Oh, it looks awesome. Yeah, let's see what else he has. He's building a game. Words are his own. Why isn't the internet more fun? Wow. Yeah, well, I don't know. Why is the internet less fun? It is less fun, actually. I think I personally had a lot more excitement with the internet before this modern version. Anyway, wow, yikes. 2.5 million lines of code, 5,849 commits. Wow, man, when did this project start? Jeez. This guy is a damn machine. Wow. This is madness. This is madness. This looks cool though. Oh, look at that. Zig. Sorry, I'm just walking through the source code a little bit for Bun, just trying to understand what's going on here. But yeah, looks pretty cool, and he's using Zig to write it. Well, that's quite one hell of an undertaking. And if you're not familiar, Zig is a programming language also, which is it's quite cool. To be honest, it's it gives you like some elements of C++ and C, but it also gives you some elements of, I don't know, the Pythonic way of writing code, or was it, am I mixing it with another language? Not sure. Anyway, plenty of cool programming languages, and this looks like a fun project. Damn, but bro has rewritten the whole JavaScript runtime. Wow. JavaScript lexer. He wrote his own lexer. Jesus. Okay, lots of garbage here. What is it? I have a feeling this is transpiled from something else. What's going on? Might have been transpiled from something else. So transpiled is basically where you convert. It's not when you don't compile to machine code, but you just convert one code to another language, basically. So you compile it, transpile it. Anyway, still, yeah. I don't know. I need to dig deeper into it to give a more informed opinion. But I'm not really against any consolidation effort. It's just also, I think the success of Bun will highly depend on the engagement and the collaboration of all of these, the maintainers of all of these tools and this whole ecosystem. So if the whole ecosystem rallies behind Bun, then it's going to be a viable contender. It's already making a lot of noise. But yeah, let's see how it evolves. Alright, let's see. Compet is asking, how do you find repos for open source contribution? And he or she is a total beginner. Well, I mean, there are a few ways. I don't know if I should be showing my profile like this, but let's go to github.com/explore, I think. Yeah. Go to explore, right? And then try to find something based on either the topics you are interested in, right? So you can see something you might be interested in here. And then based on that, you can find, like, let's say Arduino or whatever captures your attention. And then you can find a repository. And then based on this repository, you go to, again, as I mentioned, the contributing.md file, if there's one that exists. And then here they will explain to you how you can contribute to this project. That's all I have to say. Another option is to participate in Hacktoberfest, which is Hacktoberfest 2023. Just go to hacktoberfest.com. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. And then there are 2 days before it starts. And Hacktoberfest is something organized by DigitalOcean every year for the entire month of Hacktober. What the heck? For the entire month of October. They will give you all the tools you need to make your first contribution to open source during this month. And then if you record your contribution, they will give you a small reward. Previously, in previous years, there was a t-shirt, I think, if you make 4 contributions that get merged. But I'm not sure about this year if they are still doing that or not. So you register to the event, and then the pull requests are made on GitHub or GitLab, and you look for Hacktoberfest in the topics. So same page here that I mentioned, explore page. And then if you search for Hacktoberfest, if you go to topics, you should see all of the different repositories that might be participating. And then, yeah, just make your first contribution. That's about it. All right, folks, it's always fun. I love this. They are not doing it this year. How come? But this is the 2023 and there's 2 years, 2 days to join. I don't understand. They are not doing the t-shirt. Yes, probably. That's maybe what you meant. All right. It's always fun, folks. I will live stream more often because I think it's just much more fun, much more engaging. I'll probably do it more on the weekends. Yeah. But stay in touch. Stay in touch for sure. Definitely try to join my Discord server. This is where I'm active the most. This is where you're gonna find me. You can ask questions, start discussions. The community now is awesome. We have like more than 400 folks who are actively contributing. I love how we are evolving this and the questions that are being answered. And honestly, I have zero tolerance for assholes. So this community is safe for beginners, experts, whoever wants to come in and just be awesome. You're more than welcome to join. All right, stay awesome, keep learning. I will catch you next time. Have a great rest of your weekend and take care. Bye, everyone.